Why? Because you can't be half in, y'all. You got to be all in this thing. If you're going to be a Christian, be a Christian. Get out there and do it like it's supposed to be done. But you can't. The reason a lot of people don't witness and go out and tell people about Jesus, because you're going to give that. If you ain't got nothing to give away, you can't give it away. If I get down here right now and I ask you for a Coke, can you give me a Coke right now? You'd have to go get it. You ain't got one, have you? You can't give away what you don't possess. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. There may be people here right now that have never claimed that promise of the sweetness of the gospel of Christ and the saving grace of Jesus. Today, it can happen. Listen to this. Now, we all gonna die. We all gonna die. That is a given unless Jesus comes back and takes us up. Now, he may be back this afternoon. Now, I gotta read this. I can't believe this is the best part of the whole thing right here. Now, I think everybody, even Christians, kind of worry about dying a little bit, but listen to this. Now the Lord said, He said, I don't want nobody to perish, right? That's talking about lost people. He don't want people to die and go to hell. That's not the thing. But listen to what He says here in Psalms 116:15. Listen. He says, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of His saints. Now, somebody asked me one day, I was talking about how much I love Jesus and all that kind of business. He said, you think your photo's on God's refrigerator? Your grandbaby's on your refrigerator, ain't it? Well, chances are mine's not on his refrigerator. I hope it's going there, you know. Is y'all's picture on God's refrigerator? You see, when old Brent over here, I know Brent. I know his heart. God's up there right now. He said, I wish that sucker would go ahead and die. I just want to love on him because he done what I asked him. The Bible says, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. And the next part says, but if you don't love me, you won't. You need to think about that when you leave here to go eat that dead chicken. Brent, he wants to hug on you. He wants to love on you. He wants to say, thank you, partner, for doing what I asked you to do. I called you and you followed. See, he wants to have that fellowship up there too. He can use us. He can guide us, and if we'll follow, it just tickles him to death. Listen to this. He or she who has Jesus in their heart need not fear to put their feet in the grave. Is that right? Anybody here scared of dying? Maybe we all got peace, or some of those people lying like a dog. Need to think about that now. Need to think about it. He who has Jesus in his heart need not fear to put his feet in the grave. And this is what I like right here. You know, death is the price of life. You understand? But it's also the key that unlocks the door to the palace of eternity. Amen. Is that good? Can you imagine what we're going to see when we walk through the pearly gates? Can you imagine? Listen to this. It says, no eye has seen, nor ear heard, nor the heart of man imagined what God has prepared for those who love Him. Oh, that song said, I can only imagine. That's all we do, and we still can't fathom it. We cannot fathom what heaven is going to be like. Paul said, 2 Timothy said, I fought the good fight. I finished the course. I have kept the faith. Have we? Or is all we've done warm a pew? Say a few prayers every now and then. Flip through the pages. Got a little cookout, I'll bring a chicken. You know? Have we fought the fight? There's some guys in these red shirts, and y'all, they in the trenches. They go to where the guys carry the guns and the knives, and they'll beat you up, and they'll kill you. They take girls, and they do bad things to the girls. They're wicked and vicious people. Have y'all fought the good fight? There's nothing for most Christians to fear. See, we're all big talkers in the church. See, we got it in the church. But when we go outside here, we cop out. You know? Some of these red shirts here, they're paying a price to serve our Lord. Never fear dying, because dying is the least thing that a Christian has to be anxious about. That's the least thing we have to be anxious about. And we who are Christians, and we who do, Brent, you preach, Eric, you sing, other preachers in here, we all have a language. We have a Christianese language that most lost people ain't got a clue what we're talking about. If it's a computer guy in here, he's got a language. If it's a gun guy, he's got a language. If it's a mechanic, he's got a language. We can say things like the veil's split in two. There's the this and there's the that. And a lost man that ain't never been around church, he ain't got a clue. And there's a word thing I want to say right here. It says, often we say that Christ will meet us on the other side. How many of you know what the other side is? Okay? Most of us who have been raised in church knows what the other side is. That's you've moved on from here to there. You moved on to heaven. We say Christ will meet us on the other side. But he will not meet you there unless you've met him here. Amen? You got to get it right here before you die. And if you don't get it before you die, you got a problem. On the back of our tracks it says, heaven's sweet, hell's hot, you're going to one, ready or not. It's going to be a place that's going to be very inhospitable to those who have to go. Your dying hour, if you're a Christian, will be the best hour you've ever known. Your last moment will be the sweetest moment and the richest moment you've ever known, provided Jesus lives in your heart. And the last thing, oh, how sweet the life of a Christian is who have made peace with God. Have you made peace with God today? Are you fearful of dying? When that time comes on your deathbed, will you have the look of fear, or will you have a twinkle in your eye? Only you know. God bless you.
We're going to have a hymn of invitation. If you don't have that peace, there's only one source to get it. That's in Jesus. We invite you to give your heart to Christ today. You can do that by putting your faith and trust in him, and in repentance turn from your life into the life that God would have for you by faith. And Eric's going to lead us in the hymn. We're not asking you to join our church. We're asking you to join Jesus in salvation. Amen. You come and do that as the Lord leads as we sing.
Have thine own way. Have thine own way, Lord. Have thine own way. Thou art the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me after thy will, while I am waiting, yielded and still.
24/7. Amen. Woo! Let's give the Lord a hand. Outstanding job, my brother. Thank you. Thank you.